Welcome, welcome to Big Dream Sports TV. My name's Andrew Layton, and sit beside me is Greg Perkins and Owen Gilliland, and we are your hosts. Today we got a great show ahead of you guys, but we'll be right back right after this break. Welcome back to Big Dream Sports TV. And we're going to get right into it with Drew's Tips. And Drew's Tips today is about how important it is to make sure you get good grades your freshman year. And how important, if you do fall behind, you go talk to the teacher about making sure you stay ahead. And then with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right into Big Dream's Hot Topic. And Big Dream's Hot Topic is all about what the comment James Cook had to say. And that comment, whoa, he is talking about 239 football, fellas. And very disrespectful, very.
Maybe we might want to explain it. Well, there it is. Explain to some people who he is. First of all, I'm not sure everybody knows who he is. So.
Okay, well, James Cook is the little brother of Deven Cook, Florida State star running back. And he has been to the state championship, what we say, twice? Once so far, and he's literally been doing it up in Pop Warner. And he plays for Miami Central. And he posted this comment on Twitter about, Darian Felix and about how Fort Myers
have selfish players.
Selfish players. And we can't get it done. Like, Estero 98, 99 was the only team to make it to the state championship.
That's your team?
Yeah, my team.
Shout out to Drew Layton.
Appreciate it.
Besides Bishop Verot.
Yes.
Besides Bishop
public school. We'll say public school. And that's why he made the statement. So, Owen, what do you feel?
Well, I mean, here's the thing about it. It comes from a respected high school football player from the other coast. Mm-hmm. And what he's saying isn't all, fiction. He has a point. We haven't beat them in the playoffs. Our Pop Warner teams do lose to them. But my perspective is, it's not because of lack of talent. I think it's a lack. I think it's more about our kids over here. When they go into high school, they're thinking more about themselves and what they can do for themselves.
Yes.
As far as to get to the next level or a scholarship, instead of staying with one team, and it's transfer things too. They start at one place and they go to another. The big thing is staying with one team, molding yourselves and gelling is the big thing. It goes back to the same thing with like the Miami Heat. They had the big three. They were supposed to, go undefeated. But even them coming together, it took 1-2 years before they even got a championship. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing on this level. You can't just throw, a bunch of people together, 1 year and expect to win. It takes years and years and years of molding and gelling, to do that. And, I feel like, and they start over in the Pop Warner level, and those guys stay together. Right. They plan to stay together. They commit to each other. I know if we had school, choice when I was there, I played for the Fort Myers Rebels. If we could have went to any school we wanted to and kept everybody, I know for a fact, even being that young, we would have stayed in one spot. We probably have a state title, to be honest with you. We had all kinds of, athletes all over the place. And I think that these kids these days need to focus on more, the team aspect and what you can do for, because if the team wins, we all win.
Exactly.
I don't think their Rebels was that good. Now.
You don't think the Rebels?
1991. No, I'm not dating I was going to date myself. National champions. That's all I'm going to say.
No, but besides that, I feel like it starts from Pop Warner. to be honest with you. It's a lot of favoritism in Pop Warner. A lot of coaches are the fathers of some of these kids, knowing their kids not the quarterback, knowing their kids are not the running backs. So how I feel about that is a lot of people see that favoritism and be like, I don't want to have my son go there. That goes for cheerleading, that goes for volleyball, that goes for any sport. They just, you know, they see that and they be like, I don't want my child going over there. So they go take them to a spot where they can actually cheer for their child, actually see their child develop. And I feel it starts in Pop Warner.
But why is it different over there than it is over here?
Because
the parents are different?
No, they literally stick together and they believe in the system. Because if you get a great coaching staff and they come together as one and they get these kids to stay in the same school like we did when we were at Estero in '98, we literally stayed together for freshman year. We had a couple guys that left here and there, but the core of us, we stayed together from freshman to senior year in high school, and we had 28 players on that team.
And I can tell you, I played against those guys. They weren't that good sophomore, junior year, but they came out that senior year, and that was the whole, same guys, different teams.
Different team, and it was all about, you know, the accountability that I held for the guy next to me. I knew, you know, if I'm going to war, the guy next to me was really about that. He was going to go to war with me. But nowadays, you have so many kids transferring from school to this school, and, you know, nobody has an identity. Like, oh, they get terrified when you go to a school and, oh, this guy rushed for 2,000 yards, so I'm a running back, I'm going to go somewhere else. Why? Won't you just get in the system and compete with them?
So you think the problem is everybody's competing against each other around here?
Well, I think
individually.
I think the kids nowadays are scared of competition. Like, me personally, I think they are scared of competition.
They could be. I could see that, but
so we all agree it's not the talent.
It's not the talent.
It's not the talent. If you sit up here and you literally, we have, you know, our kids that stood up this week. You know, you had Rocky. You know, this guy had 8 sacks.
Like, we'll get into that later. But
yeah, but this is the type of talent we have around here. You had Darian Felix with, you know, 200 some odd yards.
But in Pop Warner, we didn't hear about him.
But the whole point is, if
he went to Cyprus.
But if you stay together as a team, you know, when you get sent to a school, you stay with that school, you build a program. That's what it's all about doing, building a program.
And committing to each other,
yeah,
basically.
Exactly.
And that's what they're doing over there. It's, you know,
but it's
they got
Miami
the same guys.
And
same team.
It's Miami too versus Fort Myers.
But it's also,
I don't care. I think we're just as good as they are. I don't
yeah,
care.
we good.
I don't care how big
but
Miami
they got,
Fort
but like you say,
that is.
but like you say, they got talent everywhere. They can spread out. We got talent the same way, but we stick all in one area. I mean, what school do you send them to?
Well, that's
what school do you pick for everybody to go?
That's one of the biggest things about, you know, South Florida. They have St. Thomas Aquinas where they can recruit kids, and literally they build the program off of those kids. And then now we don't have a school like that around
that's a
here.
reputation. That's where kids want to go. And
but they built the program. The program didn't just start like that.
Right.
So, and that's what I'm saying. You have to build a program. Somebody has to be that key pioneer to build the program.
Well, you know, the other thing I feel about, I think we're giving James Cook way too much pub and way too much talk, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I mean, way too much credit. I think we got worked up way too much over his comments. I think we should just handle our business over here, do our thing this year. Somebody do something just to make him quiet.
That's what, hey, you heard it here first. We'll be right back right after this small break.
Sorry, phone missiles, you need a lot of heart. Like, if you don't have heart, you're not going to make it.
Welcome back to Big Dream Sports TV. and I have with me some great guys, man. Korey and Deven, both Bishop Verot football players. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. Thank you for having us.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, these guys are some wonderful young men, and I'm glad that they blessed us with their presence on the show. So we're going to get right into the questions I have for these guys. Korey, you first. What do you think is the difference between a public school and a private school?
Definitely discipline.
Discipline.
They set us to I feel like a higher standard
Uh-huh.
when it comes to, making sure your shirt tucked in, uniform-wise, and, they just trying to set us up for greatness. And I like it. It's like a job. It's like a job. I
Hey,
like
come
it.
professional.
Yes, sir.
D, what you say?
Same thing as Korey, really, like, they have a lot of expectations of you. The
Uh-huh.
work is harder. It's more of it's better, though. It's better.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming both of you guys attended public schools before.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now with the academics, do you feel like it's easier in public schools than private schools?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
way easier.
Yes, sir. I
Way
feel like
easier, way
yes, sir.
easier.
Okay. Now, what about, since you guys are athletes, what about the sports competition? Do you feel like you guys are not getting the recognition that you deserve just because you go to a private school, the competition level? Is it that much different?
Yeah, at an extent, yeah, I would say yes. You got a lot of big name schools around here like Fort Myers, and they usually going deep into the playoffs. And at Bishop Verot, we trying to do big things, coming off a great season last year, and we got a little bit of recognition, but we trying to step it up. We trying to
Keep building the program.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. What you say, D?
Same thing, like, I think people feel like since we're in 4A, a lower division, and we're private school, that we're not as good because the people we play,
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of
Now, what do you dislike about your school?
the uniforms, man.
Oh, man.
I'm not used to having to wake up every morning throwing a uniform every day, but it is.
Yeah, I can kind of see where, that can be uncomfortable because you want to be your own person, but at the same time, you go to school, everybody's looking the same.
Yeah.
So you really can't identify, what I'm saying, your creativity when it comes to fashion.
Yeah.
So, but I think, you become a better person when they wear uniforms, and you learn how to be professional.
Yes, sir.
What you think, Korey?
Man, I agree with Deven at an extent. The uniforms, they're a hassle sometimes, but you got to see what they're trying to do. Like when you're a job, you can't wear whatever you want when you have your own job.
Right,
And you got to dress up, and you got to get used to that, and that's how I feel.
Okay. So now, you guys came off a bad loss Friday, and but you guys performed well. Like I must say, you had 7 for 131,
Yes,
2
sir.
TDs.
Yes, sir.
So, and I know who threw them the ball. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a great performance by you guys. But how do you think, you guys can build up your team to make Bishop Verot that school that people will talk about?
I just think, we got to come together as a team, and like everything's there. Even when we're at practice, everything's crisp, everything's there, but we just got to gel together. We got everything down. We got the talent. We got some kids on defense that can really hit. We got a good lineman. It's just we got to gel. And last year, what really helped us last year is everybody was tight. We were gelled, and I got your back, you got my back. Let's ride. And that's how it got to be this year. And I feel like as soon as we come together, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna show some people.
Okay.
Yeah. Like we don't play as a team right now. We play as like individuals.
Oh man, it's a team sport. Y'all can't
Yeah.
play like that.
Yes, sir.
That's how it seems right now. Like we don't play as a team, but when we do, we'll do something. We'll do a little something.
Okay. Now you guys are heading to this week. You just came off a private school, I'm assuming, that you guys played.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now you're going to play the public school, and you going to see that different competition level. You guys have to come out and make a statement that, private schools are not just old geeks off the
Yes,
street.
sir.
You guys can ball too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what do you feel, how are you preparing yourself to go into this week's game?
Watching a lot of film, preparing, doing what I can as a player to help my team out and work hard and practice every day and different things like that.
QB?
Man, I think the one thing we got to do right now is put that loss behind us. Definitely. We got to forget about that. We didn't compete how we wanted to compete. It didn't go in our favor. But now we got to put it behind us and go on to Mariner. And it's definitely, like you said, film. That's the big part of it. We got to watch film. We got to know what we're doing. And just go out there and play the game we know how to play. And I think last week we didn't play the game how we played. Yeah,
because you guys are coming off of a tough loss. They coming off of a win. So they're going to come out with a little more confidence in you guys. You guys are officially the underdogs.
Yes, sir.
So, you're the captain of the team, and you're the captain of the team. So you guys have to come in and make sure your guys are motivated and ready and understand that you guys are capable to pull out a win this week.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, man, I'm glad to have you guys on.
Thank you for having
I
us.
really appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you guys again.
Appreciate it.
My boys.
Yes, sir.
My man. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to Big Dream Sports TV. Listen, it's time to get into the meat and potatoes, Southwest Florida scores and highlights. But first, I had my guest on the show, and I want to show you how incredible this young man really is. This kid did a backflip and caught the football. Now you tell me, how amazing is that?
Man. Give me a trampoline, maybe. Still probably couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it.
Listen. Very talented kid. So this is the type of quality we bring on the show.
Yeah. That other coach?
Yeah, and they talk, James Cook, really, son? Really? This is what we got over here. If we put it together, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, James.
So now we're going to get into Southwest Florida scores that we have. So the first game we have is, we're going to talk a little bit about Fort Myers and who they played, Palmetto?
Palmetto.
Yeah.
Closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I literally thought Fort Myers was going to pull it off. But if you don't have, but if you don't have a air game, oh my God, they didn't throw the ball. The receiver didn't get not one catch.
Not one catch.
I guess you don't need to. I mean, when you got a back like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's closer than I thought it was gonna be. It makes me wonder how strong they actually are this year. To be honest with you, I feel a little less confident about them this week than I did last week.
And
personally,
I think city-wise, they strong.
right.
I don't think nobody's going to do nothing.
But then, they saying Fort Myers is the team to beat in Fort Myers. But then when Fort Myers goes outside of Fort Myers, we lose. So is Cook
That's
right?
what it is.
time to know. Time to change it, but
Time to change it?
makes me wonder.
Okay. And then we had a great game between South and Island Coast because we had a lot of rain delays this week. And
But you thought it was gonna be kind of a blowout.
no, Cap thought it was a blowout.
Gonna be a blowout. My bad.
I thought it was going to be like 34-14. I thought it was going to be that.
And it came down to a fourth and goal.
Came down to last seconds, the time ran out.
And I just really felt that, it was going to be a difficult game for South. I knew they was going to pull it off, but they were missing, the head coach, Dixon. So
You think that was a big difference?
it's like taking the CEO out of a company. It can still function, but it's just not going to be that well-tuned machine. And the guys there, let's give credit where credit due. They pulled it off without him.
Well, some people were wondering if it was going to motivate them or hurt them, and it looked like it might have hurt them. Island Coast is a strong team, don't get me wrong.
Right.
They got athletes.
It was at least six D1 talents in that game, 3 on both sides.
And that's one of the things, we got a lot of kids we didn't mention in our top 10, and we might have to change that up because you got
A few weeks. We'll get a few weeks. It's 1 week.
You're right. because now we're going to get into the Dunbar game. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Rocky.
Hey, remember last week I said I think I said Rocky, and a producer heard.
Oh, no, you got,
hey,
you
my
got
producer thinks I said Shock. I said Rocky was in my top 10.
Listen,
No.
8 sacks. Unbelievable, 8 sacks. But then you have to sit up and ask yourself, out of Baker, what were you thinking? You let a kid get 8 sacks?
Like
What happened
to your left tackle?
I'm going to triple team him. 8 sacks after 3. Listen, we sending the D line, the offensive tackle, the offensive guard, and the running back himself.
Add a fullback, but I don't think nobody can stop that guy. When that guy got his head down, going ready to go.
So you
I don't
think
think
it's
about
more about the athlete than it was the other team?
Yeah,
Because some people say maybe it was the offensive line he was playing against. I personally am with you and think it's the athlete.
I mean, at the end of the day, the offensive lineman not sitting there saying, "I'm gonna let you beat me."
Yeah, because they competitors too.
Yeah, they're competitors too.
Now and then, let's go back to South game. We had some talent out there, Mr. Superman, Showtime, Marlon Gaiman. He stepped up and did his thing. And then you also had Riley Ware, had a big game.
Oh my God!
Kickoff return.
He really stepped up. Like it was no surprise, but big time games, he showed up. He showed up.
And you had Kenny Benjamin on your top.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be good. He's gonna be fine.
That kid, had a long run call back, but
Yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, it's, like I said, it's 1 week. No need to panic for anybody, and there's no need to jump on bandwagons either.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's 1 week. Time will tell, and we'll see. Cream will rise to the top, like they say.
And like I told you earlier, my boys from Bishop Verot did their thing, even though they came with a tough loss, but they still did a great job.
Now it was a good matchup in that Dunbar and out of Baker game.
Okay.
The matchup between
The guy you said,
Shockey,
the guy you
Jacques
mentioned,
Louis,
but the guy you mentioned,
but the guy that I mentioned last week on last show, I mentioned Isaac Williams. Isaac Williams, I said he changed his number from number 5 to 2, in honor of Stephon Strada. So I mentioned him, and he came out to this game. It was a good matchup. Nobody was talking about Isaac, but at the same time, it's like, his talent, he works out. A couple of us worked with him, at BAPC.
Yep.
So we knew his talent, and the matchup was between him and Shockey Jacques Louis, wide receiver against cornerback. And Isaac stuck with him the whole game, followed him everywhere he went. Just like Revis. He was on Williams Island.
It's a testament to that work going on at BAPC.
Yeah.
He was on Williams Island that night. I mean,
And
I don't take nothing from him. I don't take nothing from Shockey. A couple of passes was underthrown.
Right.
But Shockey went up to get it, and Isaac
Was
basically just was like, I'm waiting for you to come down with it, and I'm going to just knock it out your hands.
But the best thing I like about the matchup on both, give props to the coaches because, if you have this guy that's, the man, Shockey, I'm going to put my man on him. And that's what he did. He literally put, he said, hey, you going to sit up here and we going to see who has the best night tonight. Now, we might have another contest and, Shockey might get the best of them.
It's one night. Yeah.
Yeah, one night. But that's the thing. You have to show up.
Got to be
That's
consistent.
football.
Isaac, be consistent.
All right.
Be consistent.
Now, let's get into these predictions from last
No,
week.
wait. We're not going to skip by my Cyber You guys want to sit there and talk last week like, you really liking these Cyber Slate Panthers. Listen, I put 2 of them in my top 10.
Listen.
And I picked them to win. And they didn't just win. They went up there and took names. 40-7.
Oh.
And my man, Isaiah Thomas, who I think he was at 7 or something like that, ran for 163 and 2 touchdowns.
Tell him
and then
about
my young
Joseph.
buck, Chris Joseph, took a pump back for 54 yards for a touchdown. And shout out to Richie Rowe for his first head coaching win.
That's huge.
And that's my man. I've known him for a long time.
And it's Cyprus.
It's Cyprus.
When the last time they won?
Yes.
Hey, I told you last week they're on the way
But
up.
I'm gonna tell you, their uniforms clean.
Yeah,
Clean.
the purple and white, man.
Clean.
They're doing it. You're doing it.
So now that he got
So
that
I
out of
didn't
his
you
system,
couldn't skip over that. I'm not letting that happen.
we let him-
Consistency. Don't get blowed out this week.
No, they're gonna win this week too. It's gonna be 2-0.
so
Long time, but it's happening, man.
Yeah.
Richie
So-
Rhodes coming to save everything.
The last time they was 4-0 was like, what, 2002?
Oh, something like that. I don't know, it was a long time ago, man. I had a lot of concussions in arena football. I can't remember.
sound like the Miami Hurricane fans.
Yeah. So,
Now it's time to get into last week's predictions, and guess what? Cap, you came in a little shocked this week.
I mean, you can't take
Yes,
that
you
Norfolk Myers and Riverdale game.
Oh yes, we
is that
can.
fair though? I honestly want to ask that question. Is that fair? that they
Listen,
did that?
yes, but do you? It's
You play like how many minutes did
And
they
then you-
play?
well, we gonna put it like this.
And
In
you
life,
gonna
You
win.
give the L and the
things not
W.
fair.
It was
Yeah,
3
but-
possessions. 3.
Hey, 80-yard run.
3 and
Okay,
I.
if you were Riverdale,
Z White, 80-yard
I
run.
picked North. North was going to win that game. Okay, ZY was going to take over as far as I'm concerned. But if you're Riverdale, if you're on plan for Riverdale, you think that's fair.
Well, we gonna say like this right
That's
here.
not fair. It just isn't.
Take it
Figure it out.
how you get it. We'll take it. Go Knights, go.
I mean, I'll take the W on right here. I mean, me and
Yeah,
you.
because me
It
and
looks,
you,
that
Ty,
4 looks real nice.
Hey,
I don't have to look back at that. I really don't.
So,
Cap, you got to get it together. Well, now with that being said, let's go into this week's predictions.
Okay. Lehigh versus Dunbar. I'm going to pick Dunbar. I'm going to give it to Dunbar.
And I'm in a limbo over that game.
Listen,
It's kind of with my heart on that one.
it's just, you just started something. You started something in one household. Shocky and Rocky, they finna start competing for that newspaper.
Yeah.
They gonna start competing for the MVP.
But I'm going to tell you one thing.
I said-
Rocky, you the player of the month, son. Great job. They can compete all they want to.
No.
8 sacks, player of the month.
Yeah, but
no
I
doubt
picked,
about it. Yeah.
I picked Dunbar. Norfolk Myers versus Fort Myers. Whew. I mean,
Rough one.
I mean, I'm
You got two of the best backs.
I'm gonna stick with Fort Myers because their defense. I like their defense and the way they pursue to the ball. I like it, and
Even against your boy Z White.
that's
that's your man.
That's the man. You know what I mean?
That's your guy.
But this is going to be, I would say, probably the game of the week this week.
Yeah.
Because
no
you
doubt.
have the
No
top
doubt.
2 running
doubt.
backs in
Man.
Lee County.
It's the one I want to be at,
Right.
you know.
But I thought you were going to your Cypress Lake.
No, not this week.
Oh.
Not thi- I don't, you know,
I'm
not
expecting a
this
shootout like it was last year. They went into overtime last year. So, but I'm gonna pick Fort Myers because I feel like Fort Myers is a stronger team. Defense, you know, they about got similar offenses, but the defense, I think Fort Myers gonna pull it out. South Fort Myers versus Cape. If Equan Doris is healthy, I expect big things. Like I expect a record.
Okay.
I expect a record.
Wow, really?
Like, I expect a record, a single game record from
Really?
Equan Doors. I really feel.
I mean, Cape's D
if he's
wasn't-
healthy, if he's
It
healthy,
wasn't Cape's D last week.
if he's healthy,
All right.
I expect a record.
All right.
Bishop Verot and Mariner. Let me see.
It's all right. You can say it.
That connection, Bessie the Thompkins, I like it. But they defense, I don't know.
So what you pretty much saying, you ride with Mariner. That's what you pretty much saying. Go on, say it.
Mariner
it
beat
out.
a sterile.
We ain't got
Mariner
all
beat a
day.
sterile. So I'm gonna ride with Mariner on this one.
Okay.
They got to prove me. They got to prove me wrong.
You don't have, yeah.
He might catch another loss on his column.
Riverdale and Palmetto Ridge. I'm going with Riverdale.
Okay. Yeah, them boys, I can't wait to see that line that they got over there. The boys say they got a line like that's just across the board. Just,
And they got a couple of receivers that really, I ain't noticed. I ain't know they had receivers over there, but they got them. We recognize you. Lemon Bay versus Stero. Willie Neal got to come up.
I mean, yeah, you can't hand him the ball 4 times and expect to win. I mean, that's your
Yeah,
guy.
the coach,
Coaches
got to understand that.
That's a good coach over there.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm concerned, if that's your guy and you only give him the ball 4 times, and you trying to expect to win that game,
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like they were really playing from behind him.
Right. And when you have a game changer, the game changer needs to touch the ball at least 10, 11 times.
At least, minimum.
At least.
And if he the only person, 20.
Yeah.
20.
I mean,
But, you know, we a Stero alumni, so we rooting for you. We rooting for you.
oh yeah.
Northport versus Baker. I'm going with out of Baker.
Yeah, I think
I'm going without a
I
Baker.
think they'll pull that one out.
They got this one. East Lee versus Cypress Lake. I'm going with Cypress Lake. I mean,
boy.
Listen,
Isaiah Thomas.
But I was
You're late to the party, but we'll let you in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you in.
I'm gonna hit the doorbell.
Did you see what East Lee
We'll
just
open the
did
door.
last week? Did you see what East Lee? They put
Oh, I
up
thought
50
you was talking about Hell Caesar.
Well, but listen,
Oh,
it's the week one.
It is
It's
week 1. I mean, let's not get crazy.
But East Lee held him down. I
But
mean,
it's week one.
it's Hell Caesar.
Listen,
It's Hell
55.
Caesar. Is he Thomas?
Huh?
Is he Thomas?
I don't believe he is, but
I
I mean that's
believe
just
he
my. I mean you do, and that's okay, and he might be. I'm not saying
The
he's
kid over his career has 3,000 plus.
But
yards.
against Gateway, I mean not Gateway, but East Lee, and I got my hands on you, sir. Yes, against East Lee.
So you like you trying to bless me with some knowledge or something?
No, look to your right. Tell him.
not. What?
Tell him what Cypher's gonna do.
You already know what I
Just
think.
tell him what he gonna do.
You already know it. 47 last week. They're putting up points over there. They
What
got
they
offensive
Each league
weapons.
been-
They got offensive weapons that nobody knows about, and they got a coach over there that was at Fort Myers High School for over 10 years running that wing T, and knows
I'm gonna put it like this.
knows how to run an offense.
Isaiah 3
He's gonna put up
touchdowns.
points.
Isaiah 3 touchdowns. Joseph 2.
All right. Next.
All right. Coast versus Naples.
That's no brainer. That's
Andrew, your picks.
no brainer. All right, we're gonna go. Listen, this game is very, very hard for me. Dunbar over Lehigh. Like I am like a guy divided right now. So I'm gonna I want to stay neutral, but I have to pick. So I'm gonna ride with Dunbar over Lehigh.
That's not what you said earlier.
What?
We had a meeting earlier, and that's not what you said earlier.
So
You know what? I'm gonna
drive
put some
over.
controversy-
So we walking
You know
away from
what? I'm
Kerr?
gonna put some controversy in this story. I'm gonna put some controversy. Lehigh, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Lehigh, let's change
So
that.
he's sticking to
Lehigh
his
over
gun.
Dunbar. I still love y'all Tigers, but we going with Lehigh because I'm going
See
with
what I
baby
did there?
Marshawn
See
Lynch.
what I
Curry
did
chicken.
there?
Curry chicken.
Yes,
See what I
we
did
need
there?
that.
Yeah.
Gotta get a win any way you can get a win.
I'm going Fort Myers over North. I'm going with South over Cape. But I'm riding with my boys that I brought on the show, Bishop over Mariner. I'm riding with these guys, upset of the week. That is my upset pick of the week. Then I'm riding with, why is
Why
Scott
is
looking
that
at
an
me?
upset?
I don't know. I didn't look at you.
Why
crazy
would
at
that
all.
be an upset?
Because Mariner
Why? Because
beat
they're a private
Estero,
school. Against a
and you
public
know
school.
Bishop lost to Estero. So my boys, they gonna get it together this week. I think they gonna get it together. So that's my upset pick of the week. Then I'm going with Riverdale over Palmetto Ridge. I'm going with Lemon Bay over Estero. I'm going with Cypress.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can do it. You can
ahead.
do it. You've been having trouble speaking all day, but you can do it. You all right. You're flip flopping. You're stuttering.
Cypress
Yep.
Panthers over East Lee, and then we're gonna do Naples, no brainer over Island Coast. Go ahead,
Right.
Owen.
Right, I got South over Cape, just like everybody else does. You know, it goes without saying why. I mean, Cape's got a tough defense, but not tough enough for that.
Yeah.
I got Fort Myers over North. I was flip-flopping all week about this one because I'm in love with Z-White just like you are. And I know that defense is tough at Fort Myers. But I just feel like, you know, Fort Myers is going to pull out in the end. But I won't be surprised if I'm wrong. I'll say that right now. Ernest Graham's a heck of a coach. They got a heck of a team over this year. And they might surprise a lot of people. And it's going to be a good game.
Right.
It's going to be exciting to watch with all those athletes out there. So, but I'm going to ride with Fort Myers.
Game of the week.
And that, you know, yeah, absolutely.
Game of the week.
I got, just like you, I got Verot over Mariner, you know, all day right now. I'm not saying it's an upset. I mean, you know, but I got those Vikings. I got Lemon Bay over Estero. I got Ida Baker over Northport. I got my Panthers, of course. You know, over East Lee. We'll see what happens. We'll know that again this time next week. I got Naples over Island Coast.
What about Dunbar Lehigh?
Naples, huh?
What about your Dunbar Lehigh?
Did I skip that one?
Yeah, Dunbar Lehigh.
I got Dunbar all day. I'm gonna be riding with Dunbar
Lehigh,
pretty much all year.
I'm the only one.
Let's
go.
I like Shock Louis.
I mean,
Put me up
how
there.
we gonna
He's
sit
gonna
there and you
redeem
gonna see
himself.
Rocky do his thing?
See, I think Lehigh gonna come in with a little chip over on his shoulder because the two star players transferred from their school to
transfer
Dunbar.
from Lehigh.
So I think this guy's gonna try to come and make a
But
statement.
that's another
They might,
thing.
but I mean,
just don't punt the ball.
Yeah, definitely.
don't punt
you know,
the ball.
don't
And
punt
don't
on
drive
the field.
and don't drive back and pass either because
Yeah.
you got somebody coming off the edge.
But the thing is, if he come with that pass rush and Marshawn Lynch come his way, Chris Curry chicken,
Yeah,
it might get ugly.
it's another fun one to watch.
It might get ugly.
I don't know that.
But then they got Shannon Reeves over. So, you know, they got one of the top linebackers over there at Dunbar. But I'm still riding with Lee.
Hey, nothing to beat a gallery over here.
Fans. You got fans. Listen, totally awesome.
So
Big
anyway,
Dream
my
Sports
last
TV
pick,
is
I got
no expect
Riverdale.
what you gonna get.
I got
Expect what you
Riverdale.
gonna get.
Hey man, it's exciting around here. Everybody wants to talk.
I'm
you know
talking
what I
about-
mean? Everybody wants
It's
to have their
football
opinion.
season.
Yeah.
How
what are
can
gonna
you
do?
not? The city has changed right now. You know, the moms are out
with their shirts.
with their shirt.
What, the Dixon shirts or what kind of shirt? What do you mean? Anyways, I got Riverdale. My last pick is Riverdale.
Okay.
All right. So there we're at.
Okay, well, you see what we got going on at Big Dream Sports TV. So we'll be right back after this short break.
That got loud.
Oh my God.
The focus of our program is to enhance speed, footwork, and explosive jumping ability. Don't delay and call your speed doctors today at 239-826-7891.
Welcome back, and right now we're in the closing of the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm Andrew Layton.
Yes.
We have Cap Pert, Owen Gilliland. But I want to talk about something before we close out and what's happening in the Dunbar community. Kids, put down the gun. Stop the violence. It's getting out of control right now. You kids are too young to be out here doing that. Like, we're losing lives left and right. You know, the violence is getting out of control. I don't want to really, you know, this is a sports show, but this is something that is really hit home for me because we're losing our kids out there. So please, put down the guns. So with that, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up there, but don't let your talent get in the way of your responsibilities. With big dreams, see you next week. Go.